Tobacco farmers are demanding to be included in the global dialogue over smoking. The International Tobacco Growers Association says that calls from the World Health Organization to restrict tobacco farmers and financial help offered to them don't take economic considerations into account. Malawi is the most tobacco-dependent economy in the world. 3/4 of the country's population depend upon it for their livelihood. Leaves grown here are found in a blend of almost every cigarette smoked in the West. Although the crop has held its value during the financial crisis, the global push to reduce smoking has left these, like many of the 30 million tobacco farmers around the world, struggling to plan an alternative future. The World Health Organization says that 6 million people die every year from smoking, a vast majority of them in low and middle-income countries. But as the pressure mounts to cut the economic impact associated with smoking-related deaths, tobacco growers say they need to be included in the debate. Antonio Abrunhosa is the Chief Executive of the International Tobacco Growers Association and represents 30 million farmers?
More than 30 million. Nobody knows for sure because there are many in India and China.
Okay, that's a lot of people. They want to be included in this dialogue. Now, the momentum to cut down on smoking is unstoppable for the simple reason that it costs economies a lot of money. So what do the farmers want to say in this debate?
Well, in the first place, consumption is going up, even according to numbers given by WHO, the World Health Organization. So the problem is, why should we reduce production? If the demand is going up, we should keep producing. And second, the problem is we can't find alternatives to tobacco growing. It's very difficult, especially at the scale of tobacco production. There are some alternatives, but for instance, paprika, but the world demand could be supplied by one country. What would the rest of us do? So, and on top of everything...
Talking about paprika, it doesn't have the same effect on your health, though, paprika, does it? I mean, the trying to control smoking has a lot of different elements to it. Some of it is governments trying to put up taxes, and clearly if you restrict supply, that puts up the price. That's the idea.
But precisely the point is that reducing production in some countries will never stop or reduce smoking. Not one smoker in the world will stop smoking because production went down in his country. If the production goes down in Brazil, a country like the United States, which is not bound by WHO's proposals, would be very happy to replace the production that would go down in Brazil.
This is a very interesting point, isn't it? There are many countries which are significant countries in terms of growing, which are not bound by the World Health Organization.
5 of the biggest ones: the United States, Indonesia, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Argentina. They are not included in the...
Why not?
Because they did not sign the treaty where these proposals are going to be included, so they are not bound by these measures.
Why don't they have the power to... Should you not be looking to them to try to influence this debate?
Well, they're out of the debate precisely, and what we tried to do is to explain to WHO that we know better. The growers' associations have tried to replace tobacco because nobody likes to depend on one crop. The problem is it's very difficult economically or agronomically to replace the tobacco crop. So we insist, we have offered our cooperation. We are farmers, we have experience, we have a lot of experience. We have offered our cooperation to WHO. WHO keeps us at bay, does not admit us in.
What is it that you would like from the World Health Organization? You say it's not as easy, of course, as saying, well, we'll grow a crop and the other crop that you might grow is going to differ from country to country. But are you looking for financial support here? Would that be of assistance?
Not even. Well, it was supposed to happen that, but WHO never found any funds to support research, but we need the research. And that's one of the things we are offering, because we've done it, we know what works and what doesn't work. So we would ask WHO just to listen. My image is always that WHO is like a blind driver in a bulldozer, not listening to anyone.
Just very briefly, if something was put on the table by the World Health Organization, would you then say to your growers, okay, it's time to cut production or not?
We would be very happy if it was possible.
Thank you very much.
But they wouldn't listen to us.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us.